Hi everyone, we're wrapping up IPEM Paris here and yet another fantastic conference with over 6,000 people gathering behind me at the Palais des Congrès. I just wanted to share some key takeaways from this week's conference. The first key takeaway we noted at IPEM this week is the convergence between public and private markets. This has been a theme that we've been following over the past year at PitchBook. The key is to start addressing some liquidity concerns that we've seen in private markets. And we've already seen certain type of vehicles address that concern, like evergreens and secondaries, which are here to mitigate the J-curve that LPs are often concerned with when it comes to PE primary investing. Now, we talk of convergence, but there's one thing that people often get wrong, is comparing the performances of public markets and private markets. Public markets are fully liquid and thus don't reflect that illiquidity premium that are often associated with private markets. We don't use the same performance measures for public markets and for private markets. And as such, we shouldn't be comparing the two in terms of performance. Nonetheless, we have seen an incredible rise in private markets, and this is why we're all gathered here at IPEM Paris. The second key takeaway is that we've seen a slowdown in the exit market in Europe, marked by a muted IPO market. We've talked to a lot of people here at IPEM, and there's a debate whether this is structural or whether this is cyclical. Some think IPOs are here to come back, and others think that we're just simply going to see less IPOs in the future. One thing is for sure, whether IPOs make a comeback or not, there is a boom in secondaries, and this cannot be ignored. This was emphasized by key players such as ICG and Ardian, but it is also visible in our own PitchBook data. Secondaries are here to stay. The third key takeaway is the positioning of Europe within private markets. We've seen an influx of capital come from the US into Europe. We heard from KKR that they invested a record $20 billion into Europe this year. This was then further emphasized by Apollo, which has been doubling down their capital flows into Europe. At PitchBook, our data shows that 1 in 5 deals in Europe has a US investor on the ticket. And this figure has only grown in the last 2 years, cementing Europe's position as an attractive marketplace for private markets. Hope to see you next year from IPEM Paris.